BoxLunch, a store chain dedicated to pop culture collectibles and apparel that began in 2015. A new chain made by Hot Topic to basically be Hot Topic without the edginess. Backpacks, t-shirts, Funko Pops, and sodas. Promotional sodas from anime like One Piece, Dragon Ball, and other pop culture franchises. The type of stuff you'd typically look at and have a laugh at the novelty of it. Buy it as a collectible and put it on a shelf because it's from a really cool franchise you like. Or maybe you actually have wanted to try Luffy's yogurt flavored sparkling water just to try it at least once for the fun of it. But I didn't want to just try the One Piece. I didn't want to just try one of these drinks. I wanted to try all of them. I had seen so many of these drinks in stores throughout the years, and if there was even a chance that there's always been a hidden gem amongst these desperate attempts for lonely weeps to buy more merch, I had to know. The mission? Taste and rank every BoxLunch beverage. Val and I began our journey by heading to the nearest mall and seeing what drinks they had. There are times that I've gone there and only found a can or two, and there have been times that I've gone there and the whole store is loaded with them. Probably depends on the season and what shows are currently trending at the time, so fingers crossed that we find enough to actually make a good ranking out of this. All in all, we got a pretty good variety from BoxLunch, a good variety of sparkling waters and energy drinks, making 10 drinks total for our list. And we could have stopped there, but we agreed that this video would be a little too short with only 10 drinks to rank. So we decided to go to BoxLunch's edgier cousin, Hot Topic, to see if we could find some more gimmicky drinks. Our haul wasn't all that great, but we did find this Digimon Taro milk that had me a little excited and a little scared. With Hot Topic not being the haul we hoped for, we decided f*** it and took one last stop to Spencer's to see what they had. And holy shit, this place was loaded. Now with a whopping 29 drinks, I'd say we have enough to get started with the ranking. First up, we got the Flying Nimbus energy drink. I personally liked it. I thought it tasted like a carbonated Kool-Aid, and I thought it was a pretty good start to the list. Val thought it was pretty flavorless and wasn't very impressed. Next up, we got the Vegeta Power Booster energy drink. We both agreed that this one was a bit too much. It kind of tasted like too sweet a fruit punch with an odd similarity to Red Bull of all things. Not horribly offensive, but not great. Keeping with the Dragon Ball theme, up next we got the Piccolo energy drink. We were immediately disappointed to find out that this wasn't green. This one was about an exact tie with the Vegeta one as far as quality, the only difference being that the Piccolo one kinda tasted more like pink lemonade than fruit punch this time. Next up, we've got the Dragon Ball Spirit Bomb energy drink. This one was just a watered down version of the Nimbus drink, to be honest. One of the most lackluster ones so far. Next up, we got Goku Black Peach flavored. Oh, holy shit. This one was pretty borderline disgusting. It was pretty flavorless, and then it came in with a really nasty aftertaste. Our next sparkling water, we've got Super Saiyan Rose Melon flavor. Yeah, we didn't have much to say about this one other than it sucks. It's terrible, nothing redeemable about it. Next up is Goku Ocean Bomb Apple flavor. Val and I were split on this one. She enjoyed it. I felt it tasted just like the other two sparkling waters so far. Just alright. Finally, back onto some energy drinks. We've got the Rick and Morty Clone Serum. We agreed that this was just sort of a bland blue raspberry with some similarities to the Goku Nimbus one. Still pretty good though. Next up, we've got the Toxic Rick energy drink. Val was immediately pissed off at this one that it was pink and not green, and upon tasting, we realized that this one is basically a copy and paste of the Piccolo one from earlier. Next, we got the Deku energy drink. Again, disappointed that they chose pink for Deku of all characters, not realizing yet that all of these energy drinks are basically either pink, blue, or clear. Oh, that is so tart and not good either. This one was by far one of the worst. It was not quite sour apple, and it was just tart in all the wrong ways. And just when we thought it couldn't get any worse, we move on to the Bakugo energy drink.
Oh, that smells horrible.
Why does that smell like shit?
Oh god!
Okay. It tastes horrible too. This was straight F. This was terrible. This was everything that the Deku one was, but worse in every way. It tastes awful and even somehow managed to smell awful. On to something a little new, we have the Noob Citrus Burst energy drink.
That's good. That was really good.
This one honestly went really hard. It tasted like blue raspberry Hawaiian punch. Overall, really solid. And what better way to follow up with that S tier drink than to have it all fall apart with this god-awful Noob Kiwi.
Oh, you were so excited.
I don't know what to really say about this other than it just should not exist. It's the definition of terrible, and we will never try it again. 13 drinks down, and Val and I are starting to feel a little sick. We debated taking a break, but decided to keep pushing on. Back to sparkling water, now we have the Zoro honey lemon flavor. This one was really conflicting if it was enjoyable or not. It was more lemon than honey, and it felt like if the sweetness of the honey was there just a little bit more, it would have sold us. On to the one we were dreading the most since getting it, we have Luffy yogurt flavored sparkling water.
Honestly,
That's not bad.
that's not bad at all.
To our surprise, this was actually good. It was a simple, creamy flavoring added to a standard sparkling water. Not really offensive in any way, to our surprise. Next up, we have the Sailor Venus Mango sparkling water.
I can smell the mango from here.
Oh, that.
Nope.
We did not think it could get any worse than the Bakugo one, but this one runs circles around it. This is the most offensive taste we have had so far, and I don't see how anything else can top it. Now on to something a little different for a change, we have Duff Orange Soda. Other than looking like dark piss, it didn't taste all that bad. Kinda gross, but we could stomach it. The orange flavoring is there, but it's overpowered by the nasty, sugary energy drink taste. Now on to the Shi sparkling water, I think that's how you pronounce it. Starting off with the mango flavoring, it was kinda mid. Pretty generic sparkling water with some mango aftertaste. Val found it far more disgusting than me, but overall, I thought it was just alright. Next up we have watermelon Shi. It tastes like straight artificial watermelon. Val didn't mind it, but it wasn't really winning me over. The last Shi one we have is peach. I personally hate most peach flavored drinks, so I already have a bias against this one. It was pretty bad. Val hated it, and I'm in the same boat with her. At this point, we needed to take a break from feeling extremely sick due to all the disgusting drinks we've been sampling, and after a long belching fest and a longer trip to the bathroom, we got back to it. Starting up again, we're trying the Bleach Soul Reaper energy drink. Not bad, just pure sugar taste. Pretty simple. Next up is JoJo's Stand Power energy drink. To me, it was about the same flavor as the Bleach one, just slightly worse. Val thought it was one of the grossest ones we've had since Sailor Venus, so we were quite a bit torn on this. Next is the Inuyasha Half Demon energy drink. This one is basically a carbon copy of the Bleach one. Not much else to preach about, just that same sugary flavor. Onto the Sonic Speed energy drink. This one just kind of backtracks to that bland Kool-Aid flavor from earlier, kind of a fruit punch type flavor. Nothing to really write home about.
Ooh,
I like that.
that's really nice.
To our surprise, the Pusheen Blue Raspberry energy drink was actually one of the best so far. Really solid blue raspberry flavoring that isn't too much or too little. Now to the Cherry Lime Rilakkuma energy drink. Surprisingly, this is the first cherry flavored one we got, and it's also really good. If I was more into artificial cherry, I feel like I'd put this even higher on the list, but overall, this one's really damn good too. Next up is Bob Ross's Positive Energy drink. And sad to say, like the majority of the blue drinks on this list, this just doesn't have much flavor. It's not really noteworthy. As far as the Black Magic energy drink, same boring shit, blue of all things, no flavor. And for last, we saved the Digimon Taro milk tea, and thankfully this was really tasty and not at all cursed. I've certainly had better taro, but considering this is milk tea from a collectible Hot Topic can, I'd say this is pretty darn good. And just for the fun and a proper send off to this video, I thought I would combine everything into one tasty drink and take a sip.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Not much to my surprise, it was awful. I hope you enjoyed Val and myself taste and rank all these so that you don't have to, or maybe this did make you want to try them. And if that's the case, go for it. Just make sure that if you do, that you eat a big meal beforehand.